just wish you had a few more minutes? I mean, you guys came almost all the way back.
I think we're down 13 or 14 with 3 minutes left, clawed our way back. Just waited a little bit too long to turn it on at the end. Another minute or two might be a different story, but yeah.
What did you feel like they were able to do to get that separation kind of halfway through the second half?
They're really just solid. Like, they don't do nothing too crazy or get out the element. They always just play discipline, move the ball, you know, just doing the right things. That's about it.
You know, it was a pretty crazy atmosphere tonight in that last comeback attempt. Do you guys feel like you were able to build with the crowd there?
Yeah, definitely. But like Isaac said, it was kind of too late. Should have just whole game since the jump, but it is what it is.
Yeah, fans were great tonight. It was good to see it full. Shout out to them. But yeah, they're a really good team. So when they play solid the whole game, we can't have that 3-4 minute stretch where we're not doing our things, and it's kind of what happened tonight.
What was that? What was the play on that last kind of 3-point tying shot that you guys got? And were you guys happy with the look you guys got?
It was a play for Max. We were gonna pop with the whoever Clough was guarding, the big guy, because we were playing small, and I guess he didn't have a look, and then wasn't what we wanted. Obviously, didn't go in, but
Yeah, we didn't have any timeouts either, so it was kind of live or die at that situation.
How much of an impact did Clough have? I mean, 8 offensive rebounds, and that led to a lot of second chance points.
Very big impact. You know, he's a really good player. He always plays hard. He's really big and physical, and we're down a couple guys, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's 7-footer, big. He knows how to use his body and his feet well. We got a couple more guys. Got to get him out of there, I guess, next time if we see him again. So.
What was working for the press so much for you guys, especially in that first half?
Just really forgetting about fouls, the referees and all that. Just really just playing hard, you know, rotating. We practice that all the time, so yeah, just playing hard, flying around.
Yeah, we just try to make a mess of it as much as we can, fly around out there. We don't really have any set principles on it, but just play our ass off, and hopefully they make a little mistake here and there, and then we capitalize on it.
What do you think was the difference?
Stretch in the second half where we were not very good defensively, and they had a freshman come in and make some threes, and he usually doesn't do that, and had the game of his career so far, and just extended their lead, and we couldn't fight back soon enough. We needed 2 more minutes on the clock.
How do you take those last couple of minutes? I mean, it was a great comeback, but it ultimately came short.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is we got to have more urgency when we're down. Or, I mean, even when the score's close or we're up, we got to play like that all the time, right? Not just because we're down 15 with 3 minutes left. I thought our urgency in that 5-minute stretch was awful. We kind of were just looking around, and then we were trying to get it all back at once, and it doesn't work like that. When you take bad shots, it leads to bad pressing, right, or bad defense and giving some runouts. So, yeah, I mean, we got to be better. We got to be more focused. Maybe I should have used a couple more timeouts in that stretch, but yeah, just we're bad.
Clough made a huge impact. I mean, 8 offensive rebounds and the second chance points were kind of the difference in the game.
He does every game, so I don't know if it's anything out of the ordinary. Like I said last time we played him, he started at the 5 for a Pac-12 team last year that made the NCAA tournament, and he's playing in the Summit League. He's that good of a player, right? The one guy that we have to combat that is in a boot, and he's out for the year. So you just got to fight a little bit harder and do a better job of sending more guys at him on the glass. But he's just big and strong and holds guys off, and nobody's found a way at any level, high major, mid major, low major, to combat that.
Ashton got into foul trouble there a little bit early. Did that change your guys' approach at all?
I don't know if it changed our approach. He just needs to be more solid, right? It's just some bad fouls, and he's frustrated. It's easy to say, like, that's a foul. Like, I can't say anything. You're just shoving guys, and you got to be more disciplined in big games like that. And I thought we just weren't.
And it was kind of a flip script between the 2 halves, 3-point shooting. Do you like the shots you guys got?
Which half?
In the second half.
I don't know, not especially. I thought we took some bad ones. Usually there are really good shots off a paint kick out 3, and we have some open ones where, like I said, in that stretch, I think we were trying to do too much ourselves, right? Just dribbling, 1 guy dribbling, 4 guys standing around, and we weren't good on offense. And you got to get stops to get into our tempo. We're the #1 tempo team in the country, and when you don't get stops, it's harder to get the ball out and run in transition, and your offense isn't as good.
It felt like you guys started the game with a lot of intensity intensity, like you could tell you guys really wanted it, at least at the beginning. Did you feel like that dropped off a bit?
Oh, yeah,
throughout the game?
it did. You could clearly see that in that stretch. That's where it was, right? You know, we got to earn respect, right? You go 4 or 5 on the road, and then you're at home, right? It's catching up to us a little bit, right? And our next stretch is hard. We got St. Thomas, the #1 team in the league, coming here. We have Omaha, we have NDSU, so there's no rest. Like we don't have a day off. We play Wednesday, we play Saturday, and then I think we play right away on Wednesday again, right? So we won't have a day off for 4 games. We just got to keep going with it, right? The stretch is going to be really hard. Maybe we're wore down a little bit, but I mean, I can't make excuses for our guys, like not in a game like this.
Even though that quick turnaround hurts with stamina and health and stuff, does that almost kind of give you an advantage to move past this game and focus on the next one?
Probably a little bit of both, yeah. I mean, we obviously need our legs. We got a couple guys that are out for the year, and Caleb has been really battling an issue with his neck. And so we're down some guys. You know, we threw Vaughn in there for a little bit for a couple-minute stretch, but it's not as deep as we were earlier in the year, right? And we're hoping to obviously get healthy so we can make a run here against these good teams.
Does that good finish, I mean, I know you wanted to win the game, but you've won 4 in a row coming in. If you lose by 20, that's one thing. If you finish the way you did, do you think that allows you to maybe say, hey, we still have some momentum going to our next game?
Yeah, our guys usually have a response, right? It's adversity, it stinks, it's hard, but the real thing is the response to that adversity, right? So you lose a game like this, how are you going to show up on Wednesday and respond to St. Thomas? So move on quickly, right? We're practicing again tomorrow. We'll see the film. We'll get better a little bit in the half court, and you know that stretch that they made was entirely on us. It wasn't anything they did different, right? We're not in the low hole on a ball screen, and they throw it to Clough and he scores, right? That's simple, right? So it's really fixable things, but we got to get back after it tomorrow. Thank you guys. Go Yotes.